Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Welcome back, Cedric. It is so nice outside, but you said it's only going to get nicer.
Yeah, at least for the rest of today.
Yeah,
let's
until
clarify.
tomorrow.
Yeah, because tomorrow.
One day at a time.
Hey, that's right, yeah. But no, for the rest of today, I mean, just amazing weather, you know. Just if you step outside, it's going to be tough to go back inside because it's one of those type of days. Perfect temperatures, perfect amount of sunshine, but yeah.
We love to see it.
We do love to see it, at least for now. But let's talk about what you need to know, because you need to know that, but you really need to know, hey, it's not going to be that way tonight into tomorrow. So that's the difference for you. So here's a look at the latest of what we're tracking here. Again, breezy, warm, dry conditions for the rest of today. But that cold front arrives as early as about midnight tonight, and that means we're going to see a band of precipitation moving through. So we'll have a burst of probably some rain at first, particularly in the valleys, and then it should quickly change over to snow because those snow levels will drop quickly as that band of precipitation moves through. A heavier precipitation brings down the colder air. But in the benches and the mountains, that's where you'll see snow pretty much for this entire event as it makes its way on through. But again, things kick off as early as late tonight. And then as we go throughout the day on Thursday and into your Friday, we're looking at totals potentially becoming significant for our mountains, at least enough to where you're going to have to get the plows out, going to have to get the shovels out. And yeah, you'll have some issues there. But for the valleys, probably more of a light snow event, if even that. It's going to be tough to get a lot of accumulations on the valley floors just because temperatures are going to barely hit the freezing mark, if even then. So it's going to be pretty tough for that. But we'll still have rain and snow showers off and on throughout the day Thursday. So we'll get that initial band of precipitation during the overnight and early morning hours tomorrow. And then we'll get scattered activity throughout the rest of the day. And then tomorrow night, we've got to watch out for another burst of solid precipitation moving through, which could also include a little lake effect snow that could develop as well. So kind of 2 or 3 different parts to this system, but either way, it will add up to some big changes for us over the next 24 hours. So once that front moves through overnight, oh yeah, you wake up tomorrow morning to those snow levels going from about 8,000 feet down to about 4,300 feet. And then we kind of flirt between the valleys and the benches with that snow level during the day on Thursday before we definitely see that snow level dropping again heading into Thursday night. So with precipitation chances in the forecast, that means some winter weather. Now, we do have a new update that just came in here with our winter weather alerts. Pretty much the winter storm watches have converted over to winter storm warnings. Now, in the logic of what we have when we have our advisory products here, the winter weather advisory is a higher product than the winter storm watch. Either way, it just means that we do have some winter travel issues that will likely develop for pretty much all of our mountains from north to south across the state here as we go throughout the next couple of days. So kind of prepare for that if you've got travel up I-80 up towards southwest Wyoming or any of our local canyon and mountain routes here, you're going to run into some issues. But for today, no issues. Southwesterly flow, warm, sunshine, breezy conditions. But here's that front. Midnight, again, valley rain, mountain snow. But as that heavier precipitation falls, it will quickly bring those snow levels down close to the valley floors. We'll have a period of snow overnight along the I-15 corridor. So we may see some heavier snow chances along the I-15 corridor before you wake up tomorrow morning. Then as you wake up, we'll have that activity coming to an end, and we'll get a little bit of a break before another chance of scattered rain and snow showers during the afternoon Thursday before another burst of precipitation moves through Thursday night. This will probably bring the best chance of seeing any real accumulating snow in the valley floors, but everyone else will have a chance to see accumulating snow through most of that as we go throughout that time frame. And even into Friday, there's going to be a chance of at least some isolated rain and snow showers out there. So snowfall totals, again, about 12 to 20 inches for the Cottonwoods, 8 to 14 inches for the northern mountains. I'm thinking right now 6 to 14 inches for the central mountains, 4 to 10 inches for the Wasatch Back and the Book Cliffs, and a trace maybe up to 2 inches in some spots, especially if lake effect kicks in for some of the valley areas there. So check back in with Alana Brophy, of course. Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy will have the latest information and an update to these numbers and the situation with some new data that will come in later on today. But you can see at least maybe some light accumulations in or near the valleys. Temperatures out there warming up out there with those 40s, 50s, and even some low 60s. How about those mid 70s today at St. George before that front arrives? And then we drop it down into the 50s to wrap up the week with a chance of a few isolated showers on your Thursday. The Wasatch Front, well, we're in the mid-60s, spring-like weather. A few clouds later today, but that front comes through with rain and snow for your Thursday and the Friday and colder temperatures. But we do dry it out and warm it up for the weekend. Alyssa?